Alright, welcome back. Another game of Starcraft 2 Risk. This game was played back in July 10th, 2022. Like I'm green this. Where will I be spawning? First question. Maybe Africa? Nope. Like, I am up in Greenland. I must have had one or two spots in Greenland, and I got pretty lucky. But now I gotta... Oh, I'm in Scotland. Looks like I'm fighting blue for the United Kingdom, but I'm just going to go around him and take Wales. How dare you attack that? Right now I'm surrounding blue here. Probably should have taken that barracks on the right when I had a chance. I have 12 incoming, he only has 4, so I was able to get 3 countries. About to be 4, when poor blue didn't have any first blood. So I kind of killed off blue already. He kind of does have 2 spots left here. Spots in Africa. I think blue might be new. Sometimes I feel kind of bad when I think it's new or they don't know what they're doing. I have to worry about brown in the mainland and pink. Yes, brown for... I get Franz Joseph land up here. I tried to take Morocco, but orange wasn't taking it first. Alright, I've got most of all the Atlantic islands. Even Franz Joseph Land and Madeira are making this nice little Atlantic island empire. Gray is now biggest with Russia and a bunch of Central Europe, and he's still growing. Then yellow in the Middle East is growing at field defense. We have pink in the north, who is just moving on gray here now. Then we have brown here in the west. And then I'm like 5th or 5th. Oh, it looks like pink wasn't attacking gray, but it's going past gray. It's going blue or teal up here. Yeah, 35 versus 6. It was a war game after all. Rest in peace, teal. 3 less players now that have been killed off or quit. Oh, yellow makes a move on red here, who was not expecting it. Red was not even watching the choke. If you're here at the Bosporus, I think, gotta watch that choke for the Europe side or from the Middle side, depending on where you're trying to protect. Orange and yellow both hit red. It looks like pink has come all the way down here to hit yellow. Looks like I was moving a fleet around with some guys in transports, maybe thinking of dropping off and attacking some. I wonder who I was trying to hit. Maybe I was going down to hit orange, or go all the way around to hit green in the south, or yellow down here somewhere. Red was completely killed. He doesn't have anywhere to live now. He's homeless. Pink made a move on yellow, but yellow is ready to respond to that now. While they're facing up here in the east, pink was going to go sneak an army down there, but it looks like red is taking back some. Pink is coming down here. Maybe pink and red can work together against yellow. Or red's gonna run away and use pink to defend for himself. Yellow pushing back up, reclaiming land. Now gray's getting involved. What a mess here. We have gray, pink, red, and yellow. All in Eastern Europe. Messing around. I am just chilling with my forces, just biding my time, looking for an opportunity to strike and think, ooh, I should be striking. I think I only made peace with brown, so I could attack. Unless pink and I worked something out already. I think I'm afraid to hit yellow or gray because they're so big. Orange is just about my size. Orange is only a little bit bigger than me. Yellow is fierce. Can anyone stop Yellow? Pink can't do it alone. Pink had to retreat from Coke after all here. I'm pitying Red because no one's getting any land. Yeah, Pink had to go back in the north, back where he came from. A little way too far south, I guess. Orange trying to do something? Oh, now Yellow's trying to hunt down Red. I think that's pretty low behavior when you're hunting someone. Bad enough you've already taken all Red's land. Now you want to hunt him down and kill him too? Just let him play the game. Technically not a rule against hunting. The only rule is no pre-team. You're not allowed to join with someone with the intention of teaming up and 2 versus 1ing other people the whole game. Like, taking turns winning and stuff. Red is trying to go somewhere. Did I invite Red? Oh, Orange invaded Italy. Graces, you wild boy. Yeah, Orange, I'm not sure what you're thinking. You think Gray will just let you get away with it? Because here comes Gray's army now. Looks like I used this opportunity to hit Orange. Let's go to Orange over here. He's so focused right now on Sicily and Gray that he didn't notice me invading Africa. However, he has hundreds in the bank. I did not realize Orange has 400 in the bank. My little army is not going to be able to do shit against that, especially when he mass produces hundreds of dollars worth of Hellions. What the crap? Orange now has 52 Hellions on the field to completely melt my army. That is bizarre. I'm so surprised. 1, that he had so much money, and 2, that he put it all into Hellions. But there goes my attempt at taking land. I call it Orange distraction. I guess I really should have maybe attacked when his army was in Italy, not as he was in Italy. So I kind of waited past the prime moment. Yeah, pretty embarrassing. My attack force was just completely pushed aside. But he had to use all his money for that. That was his rainy day fund. Now he doesn't have anything. How many Hellions now? Only 9, meaning I killed like 40 Hellions or something.
Base is under attack.
I'm trying to offer Orange peace now because he needs to defend himself versus Gray. So yeah, he completely mismanaged his funds in my opinion. Hundreds of dollars, hundreds of minerals or whatever, which was supposed to be used for the defense of Africa. Instead he blew it, you know, overspending on me, pushing me out when he didn't need to do that. Now he has no money left to fight Gray. I kind of feel bad. Oh, here's Red coming back from the dead. He flew all the way down from Africa, or from the Atlantic. Gray is in Africa. Yellow is busy fighting Pink for some dumb reason. Why? And all these trees are getting roasted between Belarus and Ukraine, opening up the front. Alright, I'm gonna go to Gray over there. Roast He's trying to take Africa right now, but he was fighting Orange, who barely exists now, and then Red was hitting him too. Then I decided, oh, there goes Orange, rest in peace, Orange. Now I started hitting stuff, so I took Malta, I invaded Africa a little, but I really can't fight Gray any more than I could fight Orange. Looks like I took Italy too.
Ready to roll out.
Alright, I have a little navy in the Mediterranean now. I'm just pressuring Gray. since he's the only big person I can pressure.
The doctor is in.
I guess I must have made peace with pink, or I don't want to team pink while yellow's hitting. We're still on Grayo vision. What's Gray doing? I guess you can have Italy.
Oh, it's on. Go, go, go!
Can't believe it's attacked in Italy and he responds by stealing all of Africa. Belarus has fallen. Yellow is way too big now. Pink, you really should fall back to strategic chokehold. Focus tanks. Yellow's focusing the tanks. Focus tanks. Red is hitting yellow, and brown has come in to start hitting yellow now. Wow, yeah, brown is too big. Or yellow's too big, so let's go look at yellow vision. It's trying to fight all these people at once. It looks like yellow is fighting red, pink, and brown. Pink says someone do something about yellow. Yeah, they've been doing stuff about yellow. Don't worry. One of the few people not hitting yellow right now. Yellow's getting a little scared.
Is under attack.
He's consolidating his stuff back, pulling back from the north. Looks like yellow overextended up in the north, I guess, so I'm wrong. Yellow just pumped out a bunch of navy there to defend himself from red. Now red does not have anything else in the south. Red's been reduced back to his little refugee fleet in the north. Looks like he's sneaking around up to Russia, maybe?
We could use some help here.
Gray wants to trade land with yellow. Pink has come all the way back down to Bulgaria again. Fourth.
Base is under attack. We could use some help here.
Fueled up, ready to go.
Go, go, go! Help here.
Sorry, sometimes there's not much to say, so I get a little quiet, but I'll try to fill the empty
We could use
space.
some help here.
Let's see. Yellow's pumping out stuff, trying to... Are yellow and gray fighting finally, I guess? No. Yellow is going through Russia to hit pink. But yellow doesn't have much in the east here. If he brings out his Istanbul army, yeah, now he can really pressure pink. Looks like I am massing up in Sicily and Malta. So now that I'm in the Atlantic and I'm in the Mediterranean, I have the capability to strike out at either... You know, I have pretty good force projection right now. I can attack people down in the south or in the north. But I really don't have any strategic positioning in the continent yet. Like, I'm still just relegated to the outskirts. Like, the edges of the map, the oceans. Italy is my only foothold on the continent. Continent. I can speak English sometimes. Continental toehold. What did I okay Brown for? He asked. Maybe he messaged me about something. Okay, so Brown must have messaged me about trading something, because I see now we're flopping islands down in Mediterranean. Oh, I think I'm giving him Italy, and I took some islands. Okay, that's fine, yeah, because now he can connect his France to Italy, and his Italy to his islands in the Mediterranean, and I can connect, like, Sicily, Malta to those islands, Mediterranean, and further out. Alright, yellow is pushing pink back all this way, but yellow is not paying any attention to red, who's ravaging the Middle East. Yellow is so tunnel vision and punishing pink that he didn't care or didn't bother to fight red. Now, he's gonna try to deal with it. Oh, and Gray's making a move up. Gray was moving his army in Germany for a minute, but maybe not. Oh, I was letting red have Shetland Island, but I'm kicking him out. Yellow pushes pink up north, then as soon as yellow leaves the north, pink starts pushing.
Base is under attack.
The pink is reclaiming land in the Baltics now. Yellow is reclaiming land in the Balkans. They're just stealing each other's land, kind of trading.
Base is under attack.
Yellow is trying to reclaim land back from red in the Middle East. Looks like gray and brown might be facing off. Also, gray is moving around in Russia, trying to go for something. Gray doesn't even realize that he lost. Oh, now Gray is moving on red. That's interesting. I don't remember Gray and red fighting before. When did that start? Maybe he just went to Caucasus. Gray, you really should focus on taking back Russia right now. You're not getting any of that in. Why are you attacking red? Weird, Gray. Maybe that's one of the few people he did truce with. Oh, and he also poured out of the Africa here and is attacking the Middle East. So now Gray turns on yellow after all this time. Let's go to Gray over here. Alright, Gray is now hitting yellow, where Gray could take the whole Middle East. Then Gray would have 3 corners and be really dangerous. Brown is striking out against Gray. I'm calling on pink, red, yellow to truce. But yellow and red are still fighting in Turkey, wasting time. Now Gray's just gonna crush yellow while yellow's distracted. Pink and yellow are fighting in the Balkans. Red and yellow are fighting in Turkey. Gray is crushing yellow in the Middle East. Looks like Gray just pushed back against brown, but now I'm moving out of Sicily. I think I'm also killing some of Gray's navy or something.
We could use some help here.
Alright, brown's going to hold the north against Belgium, Netherlands. Looks like my Italian forces are going to push south against Germany. A little bit.
Base is under attack. This better be good. We could use some help.
Alright.
Base is under attack.
So, I just remembered the title of this game. Looks like Gray becomes the first major threat of the world. So right now, we're all going to try to stop Gray from winning. He has 2, almost 3 corners, if you count Africa, Middle East, and Russia. That's like a big Pac-Man on the rest of the map. He could start chomping away. Alright, we are pushing him into Germany, Brown and I. But Gray is coming back with some forces from the Middle East. Pink has been driven out of the south, which I think was kind of lame. Pink probably should have stood his ground, because now I can get surrounded. Southern, like Austria or something. Yeah, Gray is pretty dangerous right now. He does have 3 corners. Very bad. 73. Well, very, very good for him. Very bad for the rest of us. Alright, looks like Brown and I are attacking Morocco now. Nice, okay, so I've got the Navy, these battle cruisers, providing naval superiority, and Brown's pushing in with his army. Might want to be stutter-stepping the... Yeah, Gray doesn't need help, Red. Meanwhile, Pink is trying to kill off Red, even though they were helping each other against Yellow and Gray and stuff. Sometimes I can't keep up with who's attacking who, or it doesn't seem to make sense. And sometimes it doesn't make sense. People will attack each other out of boredom, or like just randomly pick, like, oh, I'll attack this person instead of that person. A whim.
Our SCVs are under attack.
Wonder if people flip coins in this game to decide who they're going to attack sometimes. What a chaotic world right now. Gray is trying to maintain balance. Gray is being attacked in the Middle East by Yellow. He's being attacked in Africa by Brown and me. He's fighting Brown here in Europe. And Pink is striking around at Russia. Yeah, he finally is too big. Pink finally joins the fight against Gray. Gray at 97 now, almost 100. But even when you're at 100, it's hard to fight so many people at the same time. Right now there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players in the game still on Gray vision. We're not even like halfway through the game. Oh my goodness. I've warned you in the past, you know, some of these Risk games last for hours. I'm sure that you, dear viewer, if you want, and look at how long this game will be in your time. For me, I'm not sure how much of my time it's going to take, because I'm speeding up. Sometimes I'll slow down or change the speed.
Base is under attack.
Look at APM. Alright, so on average, Gray and Yellow have some of the highest APM. Makes sense because they've been doing the most fighting. And they've been some of the biggest players, and when you're the biggest, you have the most fires to put out. Alright, so Brown and I are in the Middle East. Oh, now let me go over, look at Morocco. Gray is trying to come back to the Middle East, but Brown's going to try to plug the gap with his land army. I'm going to try to stop Gray with my navy. Nice job. We defeated Gray's attempt to retake Africa. Over here, ooh, Pink did a nice push at Gray to leave Russia, but now Gray is just coming back through the north. Brown has pushed his way up to Maine, back to Grayovision. He's all over the place. Alright, Africa is liberated. Brown and I have now split Africa and are sharing it. There is a tiny country of Grays still left in Africa. That's an oversight. Looks like none of us have noticed it yet on either side. Because Gray could totally be making stuff out of that Africa province, and I could totally be crushing it right now, but we're distracted by other things. Yellow has consolidated the Middle East again. Pink is trying to defend Russia in the north. Looks like I'm moving out of Germany here. I'm trying to attack Poland. Ooh, looks like Gray is getting trapped by Pink in the Baltics here. Yep, nice job, Pink. So Pink is taking land in Poland here to trap this Gray army, and in Lithuania, Latvia, making Gray have to escape out through Kaliningrad, which is nasty business, and he's left so many tanks behind. So many juicy tanks. Well done, Pink. Well done. Okay, I finally noticed that spot in Africa and took care of it. Gray says, alas, I have fallen. Yep, he went from 3 corners to no corners. Now poor Gray is in the middle. I said good fights, like, and I usually mean that to all sides, because it's hard to be the big person and fight lots of people at once, but it's hard to be tiny and fight a big player also. Yeah, I said nice war, Gray, and all who fought him. So at this point, we really should lay off Gray and readjust, because it's a new world order. We're rebalancing. There's going to be a new threat, you know, a new person to team up against, an ally against. But it's not Gray right now. However, they're still attacking Gray, partly because Gray is still attacking them. Sometimes one side or the other needs to kind of chill out. Red is really bossing Gray around. He's someone. Anyone. Poor Gray. Yeah, I said, we're good for now, don't worry. I'm not going to piece him, per se. He's only second biggest, but I don't have to attack Gray anymore.
We could use some help here. Base is under attack.
Yeah, Gray's got a pretty decent standing army still, but not enough to conquer the world with. Now, Pink is the big threat.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Pink is at 64 and stretches from the north all the way down to the Balkans. But Gray is still pushing on Pink. Gray at half of Pink's income, because income isn't everything. Pink might have the income, but Gray still has the army. Wow, he's offering me France. Why did I say not right now? I must be busy or something? That's weird. I don't know why I would turn down France. Maybe because I don't want to block ground. I don't know. Gray is just crushing Pink's army here in Ukraine. Oh, man. Well, I jinxed it when I said Pink was the threat earlier. He was a paper tiger. He had just gotten the biggest income, but he was flimsy. He was new money. Didn't have a lot in the bank and not much experience or big armies built up. All right, Gray beat Pink's first army. Now can he beat the second army? Got the momentum. Doing pretty well. Pink is falling. Now I'm the biggest. Look at that. I'm at 56 and I'm the biggest, but I'm pretty chill. I haven't been very aggressive or like domineering during this game. Been playing very passively and very calculating and trying to be safe and careful. There goes Pink. Wow, rest in peace. Once a major player, now gone like it was nothing. That means Russia is open, Caucasus, Kazakhstan, Estonia, I think, Karelia, Donetsk. A lot of territories just opened up for free. Gray has gotten to be the biggest again somehow. But he is stuck in the middle, unfortunately, which is not a good place to be. So Gray might look fierce being at 72, but that's negated by the fact that he's surrounded by us all. And Yellow is taking Russia now.
Gangway, coming through. We could use some help. Armed and ready.
Looks like I'm trying to take Russia now too. So we'll see if Yellow allows me to, or if I have to fight for it. Right now he's too busy fighting Gray. Yellow would rather fight Gray than finish Russia. But I'm like, well, if your main goal isn't Russia anymore, then I will. Brown is hitting Gray. At first, that surprised me, but if he's the biggest, then that's technically fair. You know, it's one thing to team up against the biggest, it's another thing to team up against a small player. Looks like I'm sharing the north with Gray. He has Sweden and Finland, and I have Norway and Karelia. Alright, I got Kazakhstan in the nets and Karelia. I'm now moving to finish the rest of Russia because Gray and Yellow are busy fighting each other, and Brown is also in there. Looks like Brown was mostly just fighting his way through Europe to get to France. Kind of funny. I just finished Russia. Good for me. So now I have most of the north, and I wrap around into the south with the Mediterranean and Italy, some Africa. So I'm like, I'm a nice little empire. I got some continental land, I got some islands, I have a navy. I'm pretty diversified. I'm trying to build myself up and get strong, but now that I'm too strong, I might be a target. Once you get to be biggest, people start looking at you and planning up to team you. But even if I'm nice, you know, I'm not rocking the boat. Still up on me. Gray says, Yellow, please stop all-inning on me. Green is winning. I'm like, I'm just chilling for now, you know, don't mind me. Not rampaging like you guys do. Yeah, sometimes people won't even look at who's biggest in income, they just look at who is the most aggressive on the map. You know, because the aggression does mean something. The more you're attacking, the more you're killing, and the more you're killing, hopefully, the more money you earn from all the bounties. Oh, green wants me, or red wants me to take France now? Okay, thanks. That does help connect my empire from like UK down to Italy, so I don't need to go all the way around Spain and Portugal anymore. Gray's acting like he's gonna quit now. We're still in Grayo Vision. It looks like I just made a big invasion of the Middle East because I was worried that Yellow was going to take all of Europe. So let me go to Yellow Vision. This is Yellow Vision. He does not have much money in the bank, but he's got some decent army. Alright, do I have anything worthy of fighting Yellow? This little force here is not doing well. Here comes the rest of my army. I decide to pull it back. I do have the Navy, though, which is not able to match.
We could use some help here.
And I'm invading Libya and Egypt, too, now. I might want to try to fight my way to the Suez, where there's a nice little choke point. Oh, now he's hunting down my army and impeding my passage, too. I can't squeeze through here in Lebanon because he's blocking me with all these Marines. Maybe I should have made Hellions to melt my way through. Alright, Yellow did a good job of stopping my invasion and killing it. So now I don't really have a big ground army. That was the risk I took. Yellow and Red are fighting now? Okay. I think Red's on my side because I let him live. Like, I don't expect Red to help me win. Sometimes people have vassals where they have a smaller player like as their minion or sidekick, like helping them win. I don't like that. I don't like other people doing it, and I don't need it myself. You know, I'm not going to say no, don't help me if somebody wants to help, but you know, the games are best when they're organic and everybody's playing. But just like in real life, countries help each other sometimes, and diplomacy is part of war, like making friends and allies. Alright, yellow. I'm pushing yellow in Egypt. I just pushed in with the combined military land army combination. He's trying to push out in the Middle East. I'm trying to keep him pinned in, but my Caucasus is falling. I didn't have enough forces there. Alright, so while I lost here in the north, he's using in the south, as I'm now starting to take the least. Oh boy, I better move my navy. Sometimes I lose track of my navy for 1 second, and then I look back and it's...
Base is under attack.
I'm in a heap of trouble. SCV ready.
Oh, we're getting deja vu again. I'm trying to move my army, and yellow's trying to impede me. Yellow, we're on yellow vision right now, and he doesn't even have the score screen turned on, so he can't even tell who's biggest or second or third place or whatever. He's just eyeballing it by looking at the mini map.
We could use some help here.
All right, bring it on.
Still trying to break out in the Middle East here. I thought I might have, but looks like I'm still holding the choke. Choke the hold, and he's pushing his way out of here. And he's breaking out of the choke.
Want a piece of me, boy?
Problem is, if he breaks out and goes to Russia like this, then that means all my other stuff is vulnerable, like Karelia, Donetsk, Kazakhstan, Norway. I'm letting Brown finish Africa so that I can move my troops over and try to just focus on taking the middle from below here.
We could use some help here.
Oh no, Russia. Lady Russia has
How
fallen.
about lending a hand?
Looks like I'm sending more Navy over to deal with the Middle East.
We could use some help here.
I think ghost ships are here. Yellow just caught. And free money by killing. And as I predicted a minute ago, there goes Norway. Damn it. Alright, yellow's becoming more of a threat, and so gray is hitting it. Yeah, also gray didn't want yellow surrounding him in the north there. I got that. Oh, I hit 30, you hit me.
Base is under attack.
Green's hit over 35, and you hit.
Base is under attack.
How about lending a hand?
Okay, so I told yellow that I'm backing up in Egypt, so I pulled my army back in Egypt, so theoretically he could use his army to go fight gray. Oh, I got Greece. Oh, here's my navy. I got, like, the navy versus ground, because battle cruisers are good at attacking ground targets, and I got my navy versus navy operations. Looks like yellow and gray are fighting now. Yellow is just trying to steal the north from gray after he took some from me. I should take this more port. Trying to retake the nets here. Oh, he pumped out some tanks. Wow. Okay. A tank. Not bad. So now that I can see the income screen again, because I'm not looking at any particular player's camera, I'm biggest at 63, then gray at 59, then yellow at 42. I don't know why he wasn't defending this turkey choke here. In fact, that's literally what I was implying you do with your fucking Middle East army. You were supposed to defend this choke. I guess he didn't trust me, and to be fair, you really shouldn't trust anybody in this risk game. People lie and cheat and betray each other. But if Gray moves his army here into, like, eastern Turkey, then this army in the north and this army in the south can smush him, so he knows that. He's leaving Turkey entirely. Also, I guess because he knows that Yellow's done conquering the north and is going to come down to Central Europe. Brown's got a decent force in Crimea, got a decent little Spanish army and stuff in Africa. Brown is very chill, though. He hasn't... He seems to be moving around in bursts. Sometimes when there's a big war. Alright, I'm biggest, then gray, then yellow. Gray and yellow are still fighting, even though they're not really peers in the adversary's sense, but they're not really even like before. Looks like gray and I are more even and should be fighting, but don't have this beef that the two of them are exhibiting right now. Ooh, that's interesting. For a second I thought this army was gathering here by the Here's a little handbar, and you can load up troops here or drop troops off. So I thought he was maybe going to drop them off and or do some kind of sneak attack. Amphibious assault. Gray and yellow are still fighting. Yellow did take the north, but that's when yellow was powerful. Now that he's weak again, Gray is retaking him. This land, Corellia, was mine. I wonder if Gray will give it back or not. Probably not. Alright, yellow is back to being small again, stuck to his little Middle Eastern corner. So Gray and I both want to take Russia. I'm trying to retake Russia. Ooh, yellow's trying to burst out of Turkey here. Can Gray contain it? Yellow's got some battle cruisers to aid his efforts. Gray has the better surround right now. Why is he attacking me in Norway? For some reason, I'm not sure if Gray knew what he was doing there. Brown also strikes out at Gray, hitting Ukraine. So Gray was fighting 3 of us at once. Me, Yellow, and Brown. But to be fair, only 2 of those needed to happen. I was not fighting Gray at the time. Now I'm like, yes, I'll take Sweden. Thank you very much. Go to Grayo Vision. I think this is it. Yep. Sometimes I announce what I'm doing for just transparency purposes, and people don't check me on this or that.
Base is under attack.
Who wants some? We could use some help here. Armed and ready. We could use some help here. Go, go, go!
So I have kind of 2 corners now, if you count the Atlantic and Russian corner. I also stretch down in the Mediterranean. I got my fingers everywhere, my octopus tentacles. I think it's good to have influence everywhere so you can strike out at different spots. Gray says, good game green, I guess. Yeah, I think Gray is starting to realize that the more they fight with each other, and the more I just sit around in the background plotting and, you know, massing up my money and my army. I make a point, though, I don't have a big death ball like you guys. I'm too spread out. But once I start to consolidate my forces, then I might be a force to be reckoned with. Let's see, army size. So, okay, by active forces, I do have the most active forces on the map. Almost $3,000 worth, 3,000 risk money of army and navy. Only second is brown. Then, you know, looks like if gray and yellow teamed up, they still wouldn't have the combined forces that I do.
We could use some help here.
We're joking about Gotland, a territory that had been forgotten about maybe for the past hour or so in the game time. I'm telling Yellow to take Turkey and Syria. I know we gotta fight and kill each other sooner or later, but I think we can still be civil and polite to each other. Plus, you know, every little kindness and nicety can come back to help me sometimes. Other times it leads to nothing and they just betray me. Or they mistake my kindness for... Alright, are we just sitting now? I don't think I see any action. Ooh, Brown is starting to build a navy in the Atlantic to challenge me. I see you. I gotta start defending myself in the UK now. Red's got a decent little force in the lowlands here. My Egyptian force is ready. I want to, like, smash through there. Okay. Gray got peace from Brown. Now Gray can fight me, I guess, is the plan. Yellow is back to being big because he took a lot of Europe from Gray. Alright, Gray makes his move, attacking me. That's fair, I'm 84, he's 42, so I'm about half my income size. But he has a lot of more experience during this game. Also, look at his kill count, 72 to 75. Okay, so he's got a negative kill count. Never mind, I take it back. So do I, 28 to 32. Yellow's is positive, 81 to 64. Wow. Brown's negative. Red's is negative, so I guess yellow is the only one with positive KD, kill death ratio. Alright, I didn't expect red to take Germany from me, but fine, whatever, I guess. I've retreated back up into the Nets, which is a corner, and up into Norway, hoping I can hold that choke. Red isn't sure who to fight or where.
Armed and ready.
Still in gray vision. He's just taking Russia for me and also fighting me in France without even watching, I guess. So what that was about.
Let's have a blast.
Okay, he's gonna kill me in Norway. I stupidly am gonna let myself... Oh, looks like while he's surrounding me in Norway, I'm surrounding him in Russia. Does he even notice it? He's so focused on this Norway thing, which, to his credit, he is surrounding me in Norway, that he didn't realize I just busted out... Yep, there, I just busted out in the nets and surrounded his force there. I thought maybe that would trigger him to retreat his Karelia force. Yeah, here he is going for the surround. So, touche, we both surrounded each other. He got me in Scandinavia, I got him in Russia. Yellow and red are fighting. I think red still has a lot of beef with yellow from early on in the game, so they're just working that out. I realize that I can't win in that northern engagement, so I'm just going to send some forces up here to try to stop him. Back to APM. Mine's getting higher. I got up to almost 300 average APM now. Still can't compete with yellow and gray though. Wow, they're doing a lot of clicks. Second. Alright, I'm losing up here in the north. I better run away. Red and yellow are still fighting in Central Europe. Meanwhile, Brown is fighting no one. So while we're all fighting and getting distracted and spending our money, Brown is saving money and building up his army, plotting and scheming. I think I see Brown building stuff in Spain right now as we speak. Yellow and red are still fighting in, like, looks like Slovakia or Hungary. I'm so sorry. I was close. Slovakia's right north of it. Yellow is crushing red. Red, you might want to run away now. That's your fight. Alright, now Gray and I are facing off in the north, but it's kind of the opposite. I was on the left and he was on the right. Now we've swapped. He's on the left, I'm on the right. I always love the random dynamics of this game, how people can kind of switch sides, sometimes literally in a geographic positioning. We're going from like the big dog versus the rebel, and switching places there. Switching teammates, switching alliances. Alright, looks like we are past the halfway point. In the Risk game, it took 2 hours and 10 minutes of Risk time. We're at 1:32 now. Alright, Gray is trying to bust out of Belarus and claim my Russia. I think he's doing a good job of it. Yellow is attacking Gray, while Yellow is fighting Red. Interesting. Quite interesting. Okay, Gray offered me peace, so he gets Scandinavia, so I'm retreating out of Scandinavia. So my Swedish troops are going to Denmark, and my Karelian troops are going to Russia. Because he is small now. He is only second smallest, or second biggest. No, he's second smallest. Red is tiniest, then Gray. I'm second biggest. It goes yellow, then me. So now it looks like we need to try to stop yellow from winning. On yellow camera now. Yellow still has the Middle East, but I'm applying a lot of pressure to the Middle East. I have Greece and Egypt like stacked up. He's got almost all of Europe going from like Southern Europe up to Germany and up to the Baltics, but Brown, Red, and Gray are starting to pressure him. Oh, Red was dead, but he still managed to remake a little army here. Red needs to run and hide somewhere, maybe Kazakhstan or something.
Base is under attack. Base is under attack.
Gray, maybe you shouldn't leave Ukraine while Gray's invading Europe. Yellow, maybe you should pull back. Red asked for my help. Is there anything I can do? Yeah, my help is don't run into a corner. That's my tip.
Base is under attack.
But here I come to help Red. I guess I can. Oh boy, Yellow turned around to face me. That's scary. Yellow is letting his whole European empire get gobbled up though by Gray. Like, is it really worth killing Red in Kazakhstan just to lose your army? Pick them off. Clearly.
Base is under attack.
Ready to raise some hell. Ready to raise some hell.
Base is under attack.
Alright, I was not really able to save Red in Kazakhstan. I mean, kind of, but now Yellow's pissed at me because I interfered. Yellow, maybe you should be mad at Gray. He's the one who's stealing all your European empire right now. Oh, Lord. Also, I can't believe that Yellow still doesn't have the force grid turned on. Like, I wonder if that's an oversight. Does he even realize that it exists? Does he choose not to have it on because of clutter, maybe? There's a lot on the screen at any given time.
Armed
Yeah,
and
you
ready.
did that again, Gray.
I'm in a world of hurt. Go, go, go.
See, we're getting to the point in the late game where people just start getting kind of cranky or impatient. Red's like, I'm ready to die. So Red doesn't even care about winning at this point. He's just kind of taking it out on Red. No, Red is just taking it out on Yellow. Yellow is trying to kill Red to stop him from trolling him and messing with him. Alright, going to everybody's camera, because Gray is too big now at 88. I'm behind him at 62, then Red at 38, then Yellow at 31, and Red at 5. Red is getting annihilated. He does not have much of anything. He's getting reduced to just Gotland and some random naval ships. Alright, Red has been kicked off the continent. Now what will Yellow do? They're gonna come mess with my Russia, even though I left him alone this past turn? You have to leave? Still got time left in the game. Yeah, I said you just fought me in Russia. I gotta fight Gray some. On the one hand, I am whining a little, trying to get them to even it up, but I'm trying to make a point. Yeah, he's got my army. Yellow's all massed up on my armies, but not really so much on Gray's armies. Gray is huge now at 88. Way too big. I think Brown should do something. He's been chilling for so long. Well, look at you, Brown. Got stuff in his transports ready to come drop me at the drop of a hat, I guess. I think I'm messaging Yellow to try to help Gray even it up some. The Bulgarians. Gray's gonna push his way into Turkey. Yellow, you really should bring this army down that's not doing anything right now. And Turkey with it. What are you doing, Yellow? What are you doing? Game has to end sometime, right? I will smite thee. Now Gray is experiencing the problem Yellow had, where dealing with red terrorism. Yellow loves making mass hellions every now. You gotta try to surround this Bulgarian force? That's not bad. Gray notices it and has to retreat out of Bulgaria. I don't know when Brown got Albania, that's interesting. And Montenegro. It looks like yellow and gray might finally have a big fight here. Brown has not fought anybody in like an hour or so. I'm surprised he's even here. Like, what's he doing? Oh, there he goes. He moves out. I jinxed it. Fighting yellow, though, weirdly enough. You just gonna make yellow turn around? No. Oh, yellow, why? Don't get surrounded. Gray is surrounding yellow here. Well, if yellow can hold... Bro. Oh, yellow, why? This is probably where it quits. You could also use your fucking Israeli force here. Maybe. For Navy Brown, if they get too close to land, they'll attack them. Oh, looks like I sprung the crap on yellow. Money. I'm gonna slow it down just so you can actually see the battle. Pretty sweet. Yeah, I knew I could push this. It was just a matter of when I was gonna dash through. I waited for yellow to Yellow is so dead now, I think he doesn't even realize it, or he's just frustrated, I guess, by it. Excuse me. Gray is at 91, that is way too big now. Once I get the Middle East, though, I'll be pretty big myself. I don't know if yellow left. He doesn't have much. He's technically still active in the game. Like his account is online. But I think he walked away from the computer. Sure. AFK, away from the keyboard. Because he knows he did. Alright, so I've got one corner now, the Atlantic. Another corner now, the Middle East. This is the first time I've had the Middle East. You could argue I've got most of this Russia corner, so I kind of have a big arc like this. I'm kind of Pac-Manning the map now. I've got my forces in... Oh, what was that? I guess yellow was just messing with me a little bit. Got some navy still. Yep. The only thing yellow's doing now is just messing around with the navy. Looks like red is killing yellow and getting his revenge now. How about that? Red tried to kill... Or yellow tried to kill red, now red kills you. Gray says, you sneaky man. Did he not notice me taking the Middle East? Now I'm 87 and Gray's 86. Be more once I get Turkey. Now he's bigger until I get Turkey. Yellow keeps messing with stuff here. I guess yellow's just sticking around. That's fine. Still worried about Brown's invasion fleet there. I did notice it, right? I built a little bit here, but this is not going to stop it. Brown is a serious threat because he hasn't fought anybody in so long, but I'm joking that Red's going to kill us all. But honestly, there have been times I've seen little players with little to no income sit around all game waiting for their chance to strike, and then they come back at the very last minute and win, but everyone else is poor and bored and tired. Oh, yellow left. There goes yellow. Yep, he lost everything. I'm surprised red outlasted yellow. Now we're down to 3 big people. Me at 94, gray at 86, and then red at, or brown at 45. And red is the wild card, being the small player. No one's moving right now. Come on, let's speed it up. Know that I gotta face off against everybody. I don't like the Brown's been sitting so long. He should be more active, do some more stuff, but he's passive. Nice little... Why does he call me forlorn? What? Lol, what? What is it, Gray? You want to fight? You want to throw down? Zoom in, go to ×4 for a second until I see where the battle is going to be. I'm moving my Russian troops to the Ukrainian border. It's supposed to be a three-way free-for-all. Red just made his move up in Corellia, trying to take some land from Gray. That's fine by me. Brown wants Gray and I to fight each other, then he can sweep in and win. Was a time when I had France, I remember that. Yeah, come on, let's fight. Y'all got places to be, stuff to do. Back to army forces. I have the most active forces on the whole map, 4,800. Then Brown with 3,400. Then Gray with 24. I think you're right. I mean, I don't think I could fight Brown and Gray at the same time. Yeah, definitely numerically I couldn't. Their income would be more than mine, and their combined APM I wouldn't be able to handle. Red is just taking the north while Gray is chatting with me. I'm now at 94, yeah, and Gray's at 74. He's been reduced by Red chomping away at his income. Alright, why are we just sitting, guys? We should probably fight, right? Anybody gonna fight? Anybody? Me included? Any day now, At a certain point, the map can hold no more units, then it stops you from making units, and then that's supposed to encourage people to finally fight. They literally can't make any more units. They have to kill units or have their units die to free up some space. I'm not sure if this was intentional or if somebody just had a bad rally point. Oh, Gray finally makes his move. Alright, let's go to Grayovision. Gray is trying to push me out of Russia, and that's a good idea. I had a nice little surround of Ukraine here, but I didn't expect his Finnish forces to come down. Do I have enough to defend Ukraine and push Finnish forces back? I don't know.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
We could use some help.
Well, I managed to push him back out of Russia, but for how long? What's his next plan? Gray does have a ton of money. Okay, we maxed out the map like I was mentioning earlier, so now that encourages us to finally fight. You know, at a certain point, you cap out on money. Like right now, Gray has 428 in the bank. You can only go up to like 450, 750 apparently, and then it won't let you get any more money. So at a certain point, you're just wasting money. If it's trying to feed you some and you don't have anywhere to put it. Can't make an income if you have no bank or nowhere to put said income.
Ready to roll out.
You want a piece of me, boy? This better be good. I'm in a world of hurt.
Okay, I see Gray and Red fighting, but I want us big dogs to fight too. Brown should finally make a move.
Go, go, go!
Gray and I should fight maybe.
Gangway.
I guess Brown doesn't know who to hit. Brown could hit me, who's biggest, but
Help here.
then he opens himself up to Gray. Red is not negotiating Brown or Gray. See, now Gray's hit his currency cap. He can't spend anymore. There he goes. Okay, looks like I'm invading Italy. My army just marched out of Sicily. Now I'm in Italy. Alright, Red is hitting Corellia. Looks like these are the final few minutes, so let's see what this final battle has in store for us. Hopefully it's epic and didn't just amount to a bunch of sitting. Alright, Gray is only paying attention here to the Italy battle. He's not looking up to Karelia, where his forces are losing to red. Yeah, wow. Alright, Gray had to pull away from the choke to hit red. Did I notice it? Am I going to use the choke? I probably should move my forces in. Red is basically my ally, it seems like at this point. Yeah, I say, Red, my bro. Again, I never asked Red to help me. We don't have any arrangement set up. It's just I've been nice to him, and so if he has to let anybody win, looks like he's choosing me. Oh, Brown makes his move, coming in to attack the United Kingdom. Oh, snap. Not just that, but Africa, too. Oh, wow, look at all these battles. He manages to successfully deploy in bottom left area of England, but it looks like he will not be able to push Africa, not while I have a say about it. The navies are clashing. Pretty crazy stuff. Yeah, when did Gray give Red shelter? Unless you count that one time. Alright, Brown successfully invaded the UK, and we'll see if that continues, but his invasion of Benghazi was repelled, and it looks like I'm going to counterattack through Tripoli. Meanwhile, Gray and I are still facing off here. Red won the fight in the north, and now is in control of Finland and Karelia, basically. Yeah, it almost seems like Gray is with Brown and I'm with Red, so maybe just a 2v2 then? That's kind of fair. I'm getting kicked out of Italy here. Oh yeah, Brown is smashing through this Spanish army. I'm in Africa trying to take Africa. Ooh, I also invaded here from Morocco. Nice. Brown took Sicily from me. Up here's Gray making a move, trying to attack Turkey. Looks like I might be taking Africa. If I take Africa, then that's like 4 corners from me. Well, I lost my original corner, the Atlantic, since A is slipping through my fingers. Oh, pull back to Istanbul. Brown has a massive army in Austria, just I'm not sure if he knows what to do with it.
Base is under attack.
Some people, myself included, get a big, nice, impressive army, but then kind of waste it or don't use it in the most strategic way possible, get it trapped in little areas or in the wrong place at the wrong time. Because you have a tool or weapon doesn't mean it's always the right tool for the occasion. You know how to use it. Alright, my Ukraine army is fine. What is going on down here in the Balkans? Alright, I'm in Greece attacking these Gray troops. The Brown is marching down to, like, smash us both. Gray is still trying to push into Turkey here. Meanwhile, I'm attacking Ukraine. Red is attacking Belarus. I'm still trying to mop up Africa, and I just finished, and looks like I'm now pushing into Spain. Brown is finishing his conquest of the UK, but I think me taking Africa is way more impressive and more money, you know, more income I get than just taking the United Kingdom. Alright, Brown's army is turning around here because Gray is growing again in the center. They're still chopping away at this Ukraine army. Gray has broken through into Turkey. Nice that we're having a fun climax in this game. Brown's little navy here is meeting up against my Marauders and my Goliaths. Not doing so hot. Oh, almost killed him. Red, you're getting killed again. Deja vu, I'm pretty sure, I don't know if it was Gray versus Red earlier in Belarus. Actually, I think it was like yellow versus red. Oh, it was yellow versus pink later. Gray managed to beat me here too. Wow, well played. But he's not going to get far in the Middle East. Alright, now I wrap around from Spain Portugal, all the way through Africa and the Middle East, all the way up through Russia. So now I have like 3 corners, almost 4 with the Atlantic. So now I just got to apply pressure from the outsides and push into the middle. I also have this force in the middle now that I'm about to get surrounded with. Run away! Run away! Don't fight in Slovakia, no! And that's GG. Hope you enjoyed. Signing off until next time. Peace.